What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, Joker back again, once again. And today, people, we finally have some roundabout confirmation on how the conversion from year 2 armor to year 3 armor is going to work. And boy oh boy, hold on to your loot, because it is basically the worst case scenario. In the Solstice of Heroes 2019 blog post, under the armor section, Bungie has this to say. Solstice of Heroes armor sets will need upgraded from their drained uncommon states to their renewed rare states. Completing the armor upgrade process will grant you the majestic legendary set. Upgrade the armor, Guardians must complete a variety of objectives on each armor piece before advancing to the next set. There will be a final set of objectives available to unlock the masterwork version of the set. And boy oh boy oh boy, if you look at the steps required, allegedly, in the database to unlock some of this armor, it gets somewhat time intensive. I'm not gonna say anything other than the 200k Nightfall Strike is hard, but it is time intensive. So where's the incentive to do this if we're just gonna go from Destiny Year 2 armor to Destiny Year 3 armor? I don't know why they call it Armor 2.0, because we're technically going from Armor 2.0 to Armor 3.0, but hey, fucking details. So in the same update, Bungie outlined, and this is the important part, how the Solstice armor will be your first legendary set of armor going from year 2 into year 3. We know that while upgrading these sets is a fun experience, it does take a commitment of time and effort. Lest it feel like a bummer earning these sets just to have the new armor system make them somewhat obsolete when Shadowkeep releases, we decided, based on player feedback, to make the Solstice of Heroes armor the first Armor 2.0 set you will receive, assuming you earn it, of course. Whatever full legendary sets you earn now will have their Armor 2.0 versions waiting for you to pick up from the gunsmith when Shadowkeep releases. You will only be able to see the set for the character you are logged in as. You will have to switch characters to claim other eligible sets. Now, this is kind of what I figured would happen. Apparently, they can't just go in and make a blanket change to all the armor interface for armor that we already have and have spent a year grinding for. No. Instead of like making tons of new armor, what they decided to do was, you know what, we can just use the same cosmetics that we already have, slap on a new interface, and profit. They'll just have to re-earn it all again. Well, I hope they at least thought ahead when it comes to exotic armor that you pull from your collections, lest we load up on day 1 of Shadowkeep and go, oh, all my exotics are irrelevant. The ones in the collections are irrelevant, and I have to earn new ones, new versions, or wait for Xur to come around until I can have Armor 2.0 exotics, because that would fucking suck. But for the sake of argument, let's go ahead and play devil's advocate here. It was probably vastly easier to go back and make a second set of all the armor than it would have been to retroactively go back and retrofit all of the old armor with the new interface. That said, man, you want to talk about the file size of Destiny 2? Having hundreds, if not thousands of pieces of basically useless redundant armor just sitting in the game files cannot be good for space or performance or any of that. Nah, I don't think it can be terribly great for the game. That's why I think that this year is kind of disposable, just waiting for Destiny 3 to come out, because if they really cared about the file size of Destiny 2, I think they would have put in the work to go back and change all the armor to Armor 2.0 instead of just making you re-earn all the armor for Armor 2.0. Because the redundancy of the armor within the files of the game is gonna build up. But that doesn't really have to be something you worry about if you're not worried about the game's file size in, say, a year from now with the next large expansion. So yeah, that's the gist of it. We're losing all of our armor again, and we're gonna have to go re-earn it again. But hey, at least the Solstice of Heroes armor will be transferable. So there is that. My condolences? Yeah, I got nothing. Anyways, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. And like always, stay frosty.